What's up, guys? It's your boy Nathan. We're back with another watch along. Merseyside derby at Anfield. Hey Ignatius, it has been a minute, buddy. Hope everything's okay with you. I've been really sick for the last 2 weeks. I just did a stream for the first time yesterday. How have you been? How is the situation in South Africa? Let me know what's happening. It's been a while for sure. Drop me a hello on Twitter in case you have changed your Twitter ID, man. In case you have swapped Twitter IDs, do send me a hello on Twitter as well. Yeah, Aditya, good evening. What a crazy game yesterday, dude. What a crazy game. I mean, Sociedad really bottled it. They really bottled it. Incredible how they bottled it. Hope it's not too serious. I'm feeling a lot better, Ignatius, but I couldn't stream for 2 weeks. It was bad. Otherwise, how everything is going with you? How is the issues going on in South Africa? My family's looking for a German Shepherd puppy. So that's a good call. Temperament is perfect for a family. Just make sure you have space, man. They need space when no one's paying attention to them so they can do their own thing. If you don't allow them to do their own thing, they just become really overweight. Oh, Liverpool's on the break here. Ooh, that was dangerous. Oh, Liverpool on the ball again. Oof, what a clearance. What a clearance. What? Yellow card. Yellow card on Tarkowski. But he won the tackle. Oh, yeah. I mean, McAllister looks like he's in real trouble though. I'm confused. Oh no. That is nasty. That is nasty. Ooh. Hey Tolumba, good evening. Oh my god, that follow through was bad. He could get sent off, you know. They're gonna 100% check that. Oh, he's done. He's being sent off. Not a working line, probably a show line. One whose temperament's a bit low compared to the working. Dude, it doesn't matter though, but that's fine. They still need a little space though, bro. They need space, trust me. They need space. Even if you're not gonna hang out with them, they need their own space, man. They put on weight otherwise if you don't spend time with them. Especially as they get older. Hey Nitesh, how long did my German Shepherd's touch wood? It lived 13 years, dude. We bought them when we were here for, I think, I want to say we bought them less than a year into living in Goa, and they lived for 13 years. 13 years. Very blessed. Very blessed. What is happening? Others are picking up for where you left off last night. McAllister got a really bad tackle. I thought it was a red card really, but upon review they're not giving the red card. James Tarkowski clears the ball, but completely exposed stud goes right into his shin on the side. Steven Gerrard in the building. He's walking, luckily, McAllister. Atletico Barca game starts in 30 minutes, that is true. And they are also tied on aggregate. That game is going to get as crazy. Oh, the train station. Well, at least they don't need to take a plane to go back home. You can just hop on the train and go home. God, I hope they lose. This is the only thing they're left in, right? They gotta lose. I don't think they have a chance at the league. So what is this? This is the only thing they can win. Salah and Zoboslai. Oh, I don't like this angle at all. Pickford's leaving the other side really open, yeah? Oh, what is wrong with Zoboslai? He goes the same side where Pickford is standing. Our fans are doing a protest. For what? Why? Aren't you all winning at the moment against Leicester City? So what's the verdict of United, in particular Garnacho? Ignatius, we are at a point in the season where it doesn't matter anymore, man. We can't get relegated and we really can't go much lower. I think Garnacho, proper ups and downs. I have a feeling if we get anywhere north of 70 million pounds, I think we will sell him. I don't think Amorim wants to sell him, but I think in order to get the players Amorim wants, he's going to have to sell somebody we don't want to sell. I would rather play them in the final, especially how our defense is playing. Yeah, of course. Of course. Barcelona are looking really crazy right now, and it's very possible that you might end up playing Atletico, but I don't even want them to sniff a cup, you know. Marmoush scored already. He's in the FPL team as well. I think Marmoush, I didn't have Haaland full season. I think Marmoush and I think Marmoush, I didn't have Guardiola the whole season. I think Marmoush and Foden are the only players I have picked for FPL this season. And Marmoush, I have only for the last three weeks. So that was a good buy at the beginning of the game week deadline. Oh, this game is already getting very feisty. 15 minutes in. What is your thoughts, Ignatius? What's your verdict on everything? What do you think? I think we could sell Kobe, Garnacho. You know, if the price is right, I think we could sell both of them. There are talks about people saying that Menu doesn't fit the system either, so might as well make some money for him. I don't know, man. Speaking of people that we used to want to watch play, Jimmy Garner is here. I like how he's getting regular game time at Everton, man. Come on, Jimmy. Oh, he does long throw-ins as well. Oh, that's a not. Oh, that was a good throw-in. That was a good throw-in. My grandfather and uncle had a German Shepherd. Loved him very much, but he shot him dead. You're gonna have to explain that, Aditya. I know in Kerala people used to have guns, but I need an explanation of why he was shot. That's a little crazy, man. I don't think I'd have the heart to do it. I remember I had to put down one of my dogs to take them to the vet, knowing you're going to put them down only was difficult. Thank you. This game. How is this game already this feisty, dude? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. And if few friends are planning to go for African safari, which country would be best? Zambia worth visiting. The safari. I think if you good defending the corner for Liverpool. Good defending the by Idris Sage. I think I don't know what the best one is. I've heard nice things about Kenya. Shout out to Kenya. A lot of Indian people are there even apparently. I've heard nice things about Kenya. You can always do the obvious one, South Africa. I mean, I'm sure Ignatius will agree with me. I would try getting Garnacho out for Osimhen. Oh, I'd love it. I can do the celebration. Kobe can be an 8 or 10 in the system. Hoyland might just be over. There's massive room for improvement, so I'm not giving up on It's not about giving up on Amarim. I honestly think he just won't get the kind of time he's looking for. Ignatius. You know what? It is less about Amarim and more about how terribly run we are. I think the more and more we expose how terribly run we are, I feel like the managers will just not get enough time. Because every I know it sounds really dramatic, but every year is a year truly lost. Oh, what a goal by Beto! What a goal! Oh, he's offside. Oh my God! What a goal by Beto! Just to be cancelled. Nah. No. Oh my God! He did the lovely hard work. What a ball by Tarkovsky as well. Oh my God, what a finish. How unlucky. Wow. Fractional offside. Oh, they're going to check now. If that, no, he's clearly off. He's clearly off. I mean, they're going to do the line thing and everything, but he's clearly off. Oh, that was incredible finish there and composure by Beto. Yeah, I mean, just from that drawing itself, it's very clear that it's offside. Yeah, so Ignatius, I think that is our problem now. I think every year we wait to improve is it just gets more and more difficult for every manager. And the fact that Amarim plays a fully different style to the players we have, he has to get rid of more and more players, which means he requires more and more time because you can't obviously get rid of players that quickly. Plus some of them have long contracts, plus some of them most teams can't afford. I don't know how he's going to get this time, man, but I hope. But I have to say I don't want to, because Kobe Mainu is my guy, but it just feels like he doesn't fit the system, man. I hope I'm wrong. I'd happily be wrong, because selling our youth academy players are something I am not interested in doing no matter what. No matter what, especially at least the promising ones that we don't give even a chance to play. I remember how everyone wanted to see Angel Gomez play, and now we might be getting him on a free, which is hilarious to me. We might be going for him on a free after we let him go to Lille on a free, and almost 5 years later we might be getting him back for free. So, and we let him go at a time when he was the captain of the under-21s. I don't know if any of you guys watched Angel Gomez play, but there was big hype for him when he was coming down. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just didn't have the time. He just didn't have the time to play him in the team he had, and he wanted game time, so he just let the contract run down and he went for free. And now him and Jonathan David both might be free agents. Good clearance there. Good defending there by Robertson. John Cena buried Corey Rhodes. It was a good one, man. He's getting better. He's warming up, thank God. The first one was really sad. He's definitely warming up, thank God. This is what happens when you play a face your whole career, dude. This is a real problem. My grandfather and uncle were in the military. He killed with his own gun because this was rabies. Yeah, no, man. You don't want him to go like that. They did the right thing. That must have been rough to do. They did the right thing, but for sure. You can't let them decline to become fully rabid, dude. Doesn't look nice. Go Everton, probably. Yeah, obviously go Everton, dude. We don't want Liverpool to win. Probably still going to win, but we don't want them to win. Hey, Rajat. Do not like Scouser teams, but don't mind Blue Scouser. Actually, Everton and us have a great relationship, funny enough. And one of the reasons is we both don't like Liverpool. Just so happens I'm going to Kruger National soon. I'll probably drop a review. What do you mean? You have a channel, Ignatius? Please put your channel in if you're going to drop a review, dude. I'm sure a lot of people will be interested. Or whenever you do go to Kruger, do let us know. Because I've heard nice things about Kenya. I've heard nice things about Kenya. And the obvious one for me is obviously Kruger in South Africa. But I believe South Africa is pretty expensive for us. Liverpool in few days, Liverpool will equalize your title record. Then which unique achievement United fans will flaunt? We still have a treble that Liverpool don't have, dude. You know what I'm saying? So we still have that over Liverpool. Liverpool still doesn't have one of those. I don't need to taunt anything, dude. It's fine. They have 20 titles. They don't have 14 Premier League titles, though. Yeah, that's very true. The squad has many problems still, so expecting those to be solved soon is wrong. Yeah, but see, I look at it from a fan perspective, and I can look at it from a business perspective, Ignatius. The other day, during the 2 weeks I was not streaming, I saw a video which said basically every position that you finish higher, like for example, we are 13th right now, right? If we finish 10th at the end of the season, we'll get 6 million more, 6 to 9 million more pounds. It's either 2 million or 3 million pounds for every position you go up. So imagine you get a flat fee for being in the Premier League. Then you get a plus 3 million pounds for every position you go up. So today, if we enter 13th, if we finish the season somehow in 10th, we'll get an extra 9 million. Now 9 million might not sound like a lot, but it all adds up to the transfer kitty. It all adds up to the PSR. It all helps out. As you know, we have sacked 400 people, and I think the overall money we saved is like 8 million or 10 million pounds after sacking 400 people. So if we finish a few places higher, we'll get more. So basically what I'm trying to say is that hold on a minute. Sorry about that. What I'm trying to say is that all the money is going to count, and I feel like when you get extra money for which position you finish in, or your total depends on where you finish in the league as well, for further income. I feel like we don't have the luxury of giving any manager time anymore, which is really crazy to say, but I really think that's the case. I don't think we have the luxury of giving anybody time. So when I heard that this manager doesn't play the same back four system we have, I was very, very confused, because I just don't know how is that supposed to work. I just don't know. because you have to change the hardwiring of the entire squad. Majority of these players only know how to play a back four. So some of them cannot at all play in the Amarim system. Header straight to Pickford from Salah. Liverpool are getting closer. A good cross there by Diaz. Straight to Pickford. Good covering of the angle. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how much time Amram's going to get. I'll tell you this much, though. I'll tell you this much for free, Ignatius. If we finish 10th, 11th in January like we did this January, I bet you he doesn't make it to January. Somebody got a yellow there. Beto with a yellow, needless yellow. Did you watch the documentary of the Lions regarding the Mopogos collision of Lions? No. I was thinking of starting a channel, but my issue is content. I think I'll just post on Twitter. Listen, dude, South Africa is a place that a lot of people are interested in, and getting a perspective from a local is always a good niche content. What I will say though, Ignatius, is you might have to do things that you conventionally won't want to do. For example, you might have to make nightlife videos to show people how the nightlife is in like places like Cape Town, which apparently it's very famous for. You can show people the beaches. You can show people the rich neighborhoods in South Africa if you can have access to it somehow. You can drop a lot of information on people that people would love to know. I would not tell you to go to an unsafe place, but if you have an inn, I would tell you can show them the rough neighborhoods there. I know some of them, or rather I've seen videos on some of them. Then you can show them the local street food. You can make shots on street food there that is only unique to South Africa or a city in South Africa. You can show them the national park, the content. South Africa is not massive. Eventually you will run out of content, right? But then if the channel picks up, you can travel and show other places in Africa. As far as South Africa is concerned though, I am sure if you shoot it well and you provide good information to people who are curious about South Africa, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. You should think about it. Only Liverpool to every other fan, which we used to use for. Okay. Every team has these achievements. Yeah, but some of them have the achievements. Some of them don't have anything. But it doesn't matter, dude. It honestly doesn't matter. In the 70s, Liverpool won like 8 titles out of 10. For the longest time, we were behind Liverpool. Liverpool have just caught up. So it doesn't really matter, man. We have to just focus on reforming the team. We can't be focusing on other people's teams. I tell you the same answer every time, Nitesh. We just cannot focus on other people's teams right now. We just cannot. We have to just focus on ourselves at the moment. Getting South African visa is very tough to get. Masai Mara, very popular. Masai Mara, I think, isn't that Ethiopia even? I think there are offbeat places you can go to, like Namibia. And Namibia also have one of the famous tribes in Africa. They were called the San Bushmen. I've seen videos on them even. Very interesting people. There are places, man. There are places. Then you can travel to the north if you want. You can travel to the north if you want, Nitesh. If you don't want to do a safari, you can go to Morocco. I mean, I hope you can speak a little French or something. These places can be problematic. You can go to Morocco. You can go to Algeria. It's a little difficult. If you don't speak English, because you'll have to go to, French, because you'll have to go to the touristy places. But the thing is, he's definitely onside there. Oh, 3-on-1. Oh, in the post. Oh my God. How did Beto go past 3 Liverpool players and then hit the post? Incredibly unlucky. Incredibly unlucky. Great work there by Beto, man. He's troubling them. He's definitely troubling them. Incredible work there by Beto. No sacking that many people that love the club as opposed to sacking Mount Shaw is really bad, but I kind of understand because they all had several fees. Yeah, and also the real issue, Ignatius, is they cannot sack any player because it will affect their PSR. If they could do that to players, I bet you they would have done that to players first. The thing is, they have to pay off the player. They can't sack them. Like how they do with employees. They can't sack them. If they sack them, they have to pay them the entire contract's worth of fees anyway. Oh my God, Beto. He tried to go too fine there on the open goal. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I like those ideas, and thanks so much love. No problem, Ignatius. I just think there are places in this world where most people cannot get to for one variety of reason or another. And I think this is the absolute advantage of being a local in these places. I can give you even other examples. I can give you like being a bilingual Italian. A lot of people are fascinated with Italy. So if you are an Italian person that can speak English, if you just speak Italian, you can attract the Italian people. If you speak English, you can attract the Italian people and the locals. Really, it's one of those things. It depends on where you live. Like South Africa is a place a lot of people can't afford to go to. It's pretty expensive, especially for India, where the power of our currency is quite low, internationally speaking. So for us, like, it's cheaper to go to other places in Africa. But people who live there, they have like that advantage of doing these things. Hello Harsha, it's been a while. What a win for UFC bro against Goa. First leg, yeah. I read something? You know what I read, Harsha? I read that Yashasvi Jaiswal is gonna change his Ranji team status to Goa. So we can say there's a Goa player in the IPL again. Yeah. We can say it again. As usual, Goa bottling it at the end of the ISL. They finished second in the ISL. 8 points from Mohan Bagan. And we're bottling. Not the first time in an ISL. God, Everton have done well, man. Some people would say Everton had the best 2 chances. Beto has absolutely skinned the entire defense with that last attempt. 3-on-1, and they still managed to lose the ball from him. Great trickery and footwork. But he went too fine with the end product. Hit the post. Everton this season has been very good. They've been very good since Moyes has taken over. I don't think they have lost a lot of games under David Moyes. I forgot when David Moyes took over. Was it January? Apparently, his future is not even guaranteed after doing all this work. He took over. He took over in mid-January. He's unbeaten in 9 league matches. Apparently, the new stadium, Isaac scores and Waters bet. Apparently, the new Everton stadium is called the Bramley Moor Dock Stadium. Apparently, he won't be in charge of the next term. Apparently, Moyes. That's interesting. And he's not visited it. He's not visited the new stadium until safety is guaranteed. Unbeaten in 9 league matches. That's improvement. Oh, that's a horrible pass that Jota almost got through. Glad I stepped early yesterday. Shanks, the thing is, the game wasn't that bad, man. See, I'll maintain something. It might sound like you're making an excuse, Shanks, but 17 days, no games played. Some of these people don't even go and play international games. Nottingham Forest, fresh off a big game, good energy. Won on penalties into the semi-finals of the FA Cup. They have all this momentum. They are currently third. They have the what? They have the best. They have the best defensive home record. They have conceded only 10 goals the whole season at home. I mean, momentum was in our favor. Yet in the first 15 minutes, we were attacking their ball, their box. Dallo hit the post with a lovely early cross header. We were trying to go for that early cross and we had a lot of success in it. But then, things happened. So it's getting heated there by Jimmy Garner and Robertson. So I mean, we didn't play that bad, but momentum was not on our side, dude. The fact that, and this is going to sound really weird, but I mean, if you just look at the stats, okay, Nottingham Forest had 1 shot on target. Forest had 1 shot on target their first half. 1 shot on target. 1 shot on target. They finished with 8 shots, 2 on target. Nottingham Forest. We finished with 70% possession. We had double the passes. We had more pass accuracy. We had 10 corners. We had 23 shots, 6 on target. I mean, listen, man. I'm not saying we did great or anything, or someone should give us an award. But I mean, I've seen us play worse this season, man. I have to say. That will sound like I'm making excuses for our team, but I have seen us play worse this season. Like, I don't know what else to say. Okay. Yeah. Put Vicks on you. No, put Vicks. Okay. Good night. Man City halftime. Jack Grealish, Omar Mamouche. Jack Grealish finally scored another goal. It's a miracle. In 2 minutes, Man City scored. My God, what's happening over there, man? What is happening? Bournemouth's losing 1-0. Brentford's losing 1-0. Crystal Palace losing 1-0. The one week Shanks. Brentford and Crystal Palace are above us and Fulham, and they all lose, we lose. How do you like that, Shanks? The teams above us have all lost today. All losing. Sorry, not lost. All losing. Fulham, Bournemouth, Brentford, Crystal Palace are all currently losing, and we lost yesterday. This happens every single time. Every single time. Every single time when we are trying to play catch up, we lose and everyone else loses. It's real bad luck. That's real bad luck for us. Still 0-0 at Merseyside. It's a nightmare, Nathan. It's worse than Moyes. Many won't understand what Moyes' season was after watching Saf for a decade. Yeah. Thoughts on Sancho keeper? No, bro, I was Sancho out last season. After Ten Hag tried to protect him by sending him away, and then he just doesn't want to work hard, man. Absolutely not. Absolutely no to Sancho. Oh, thoughts on Garnacho? Sorry. Garnacho, if we get the money, we'll have to sell, Shanks. I don't really want to sell, but we'll have to sell because the way I see it is, I don't know where all this money is coming from all these players we are supposedly interested in buying. I just don't know. I don't know where we're gonna, if we are supposed to buy Gyökeres, and who was the other player? There was another player. If we're supposed to buy these players, I don't know where we're buying them from because, I mean, they all cost money and we don't have any. Bro, we don't want Sancho either. Take him back. But see, Harsha, this is what I was saying, right? I was telling people this even on Ankit's stream. I'm like, everyone thinks Manchester United is the fault, but there's no excuse now, is there? When people were speculating, is it Ten Hag's fault or is it Sancho's fault? People were throwing Ten Hag under the bus because he had a difference of ideas from Ronaldo, and if he didn't want Ronaldo because it wasn't fitting what he wants to do. Then when we got rid of Ronaldo, everyone cursed. When we won a cup, everyone was quiet. Then the next season when we won the FA Cup, everyone was quiet. Then when he started losing again, he got sacked. But as far as I am concerned, the issue that Ten Hag had with Sancho is the issue Man City Youth Academy coach had with Sancho. The same issue that the Borussia Dortmund coaches had with Sancho, and then we had. So when people were like, man, people come to Manchester United and they play terribly. I'm like, okay, cool, dude. He's at Chelsea. He said what he needed to say, freedom fighter and all that. Now what? Now Maresca's not picking him. Now Maresca's citing he might not be putting in the same effort. It is so easy to blame United because we are in such a bad space now. But now what is the reasoning? I would honestly like to know, I wish I figured out how to do like a fan forum where I can just call people up and let them have a discussion on the game. Because I would genuinely love to know what is the excuse for Sancho not succeeding in Chelsea now. I would love to know. Because now they can't blame us, Bro, Forest counter-attack is deadly. What a run by Langa. He ran 85 meters. He ran 85 meters to score the goal. And unfortunately, Onana couldn't get low enough. Not that I'm blaming Onana. There was plenty of time to not even get to Onana, but yeah. Needs an owner like LSG scolding him in ground. Hello. Ooh. Good save there by Kelleher. Man, Beto's come the closest so far. I will say ETH's FA Cup was fluke. Ineos made idiotic decision keeping him, spending 200 million, fired him 2 months later. That was stupid. They should have, that is 100% true. They should have let him leave at the end of the season. They should have definitely done that. That was a big mistake. I don't know if it was a fluke though, dude. We did definitely outplayed Man City. I don't know if it was a fluke. I definitely remember us outplaying Man City in the final. But either way, it's not really relevant to the current discussion. But yeah, I think it's not a fluke, bro. United deserve to win the FA Cup. I think we definitely outplayed City in the final. You can say that Coventry one was a fluke, but in reality we kind of bottled it, right? We were winning 2-0 and then we were leading in that game and then we only gave away the lead. That Coventry game though looked like we were lucky to get through in the end because anything can happen in penalties. But I feel otherwise we did pretty good in that FA Cup. Either our fans are doing protests for what, dude? You didn't tell me. Did you watch WWE? Oh, I didn't see what you said there, Aditya. Yeah, City got outplayed. I think so, at least. 4 minutes extra time, 3 almost done of the 4. Corner for Everton. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Everton have come closest in this game twice. One was an offside goal. The other one hit the post after doing all the work. Oh, beautiful. Foul by Jota. Come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. This is a great angle for you. For price hikes. Welcome to the club, dude. Did you see WWE wants to have a yearly pay-per-view in India, probably like Saudi? Bro, it's too little too late, Aditya. They should have done this 10 years ago, bro. I don't know what took them so long, man. I don't know how many times they've got to fill a stadium in India to realize that we want to fucking watch wrestling. It's really frustrating. India, you know what someone said? You know, it's so funny. You know what, Aditya? When someone had a discussion on when AEW first released, right? I went online to find out where they are going to have their TV rights. And oh, header! Oh my God! I have to say, man. I have to say, Everton have gotten closer and closer, but it's halftime. Gotten much closer and closer as the game went on to scoring. Yeah, so someone, I think he was talking with Tony Schiavone, who was like the play-by-play guy in WCW. Someone asked him like, when are they, where are they going to like air for India, because India is a very big market to watch wrestling. I think he said like India is like maybe the 3rd or 4th largest market for professional wrestling, like to watch like viewership. And I was like, that's crazy, you know. That's crazy if that is true. So like it's one of the top markets in the world to watch pro wrestling, and WWE comes here every one in 8 years, bro. Like, what a missed opportunity. Now they're seeing all these crowds everywhere, no, and now they're trying to maximize on it, bro. I don't know why they can't just do it in India. It's the same shit. They literally changed their timings, dude. They changed their timings, Aditya. They changed their timings. They were showing Raw and SmackDown in the night here for the last 2 weeks. Why can't they do the same thing for when they come to India? It's mad. United deserves championship football. Well, luckily there's about 7 teams worse than us. That is why seats are empty today, is it? Interesting. Away the lads. Hello, Jordy. It's been a while. Congratulations on the cup. Imagine WWE event in Ahmedabad with 1.32 lakh. You know what, Shanks? You know what's so funny about that? I bet you that event will have that many wrestling fans in it. A venue that sometimes doesn't even fill when the Indian cricket team plays. I bet you it will fill for that. I bet you it will. It'll be such a rare thing that even it'll fill that stadium. That way, because of the European tour. No, I get it, dude. But you know what they do, right? UFC does not change the timings of their events. They cater to the American timings when they go abroad and they do UFC events. But look at what WWE did. They did the smart move. They catered to the event timing in Europe, and we also got it on the same day. The time difference was so close that we also got on the same day. So it was good. Otherwise, they would have catered it to American viewership if they wanted to go live. Last year, when we did the UFC Watchalong, when Bilal faced here, Leon in England, the main event was at 5:30 in the morning in England because it suited the timings of America. They were doing the pay-per-view according to American time. So the main event in England headlined by an English champion, started at 5:30 in the morning, so they can cater to the American crowd. So that's what I thought they were going to do for this European tour, but they didn't, which I thought was a great idea. I know that I'll go there if such event happen, bro. I think I'll go there if such happen. In fact, I think me and my friend who have been lifelong WWE friends, I think both of us would go there for that. Good night, Shanks. Take care. Take care. I think the next set of matches have started, because a bunch of matches started 15 minutes before the Merseyside derby. Yeah, they have Southampton beating Crystal Palace 1-0. Man City still 2-0. Newcastle beating Brentford 1-0. Excuse me. Ipswich beating Bournemouth 1-0. Bro, literally the 4 teams above us are losing right now. What luck. What luck. This Sunday, no Legends El Clasico in Mumbai. Why? Why no Legends El Clasico? Why? What happened? Erling Haaland might be out for the rest of the season, apparently. So basically, Mohamed Salah is going to get his... Mohamed Salah is going to get his golden... He might get the golden ball and the golden boot. He might get the golden boot and the... Wait, I don't know. What do they give for assists? I don't know. But he might get the goal and assist. Bruno Fernandes is currently 5th. If he gets one more assist, he'll be tied for 2nd. Salah's clear. 17 assists. Bruno gets a couple of assists, he'll finish 2nd though. Let's see if that happens. Chris Wood injured, Erling Haaland injured, Isaac, Salah, Mbeumo. Sasa Lukic has the most yellow cards this season, 11. My God. Playmaker award for most assists. Well, what is it though? Is it a boot? Like what is the thing? What is the whatever the symbol is, or whatever the... This Sunday ko hai, I mean. Oh yeah, okay. At DY Patil Stadium. That's nice. Didn't take my last comment. Don't you think this is the most boring season? In a way, yes. However, I feel like there have been some new fresh contenders in the league this season as well. So that's exciting. Like Nottingham Forest, like a Bournemouth. So, you know, in a way, yes, but in a way also, I think it's been quite positive. Marcus Rashford has scored again, by the way, 3 minutes ago. Aston Villa leading Brighton. Bro, I can't believe it. This was the week we really needed to win. Seriously. Fulham, Bournemouth, Brentford, Crystal Palace all losing. All above us. 9, 10, 11, 12th. Aston Villa's 8, who's currently winning, and Brighton is 7th. Literally, the 5 teams ahead of us are losing right now. I tell you what, if that's not bad luck, no, I don't know what is. Even after all of them losing, we'd only be in 12th place, but we would be closer to everybody. If we won this game and everyone else lost, we'd still be in only 12th, but really unlucky. So Leverkusen go trophyless this season. It seems like it's going to end that way, isn't it? Bayern Munich only have to focus on the league and the Champions League. They got knocked out of the Pokal. So yeah, I would imagine. Plus there are less teams. There are less matches in the Bundesliga as well, right? Because there's less teams. There's 18 teams, yeah. They have 7 games left in the season, and the point difference is 6. It's going to still go. It's still going to go for another 4 games, man. It's not going to be done yet. Leverkusen basically has to win every game. Yeah, they have to win every game. Otherwise, I think Bayern Munich, if they win the next 3 games, I think it's over. If Leverkusen loses or draws the next maybe 2 games, or draws even 2 or 3 games, I think they're done. I think by the end of this month, Bayern will win their whatever that trophy is called. I just said that, Nitesh. I said that a few days ago. Reason he said is you. Well, you know what? We'll at least get to watch some local Ranji Trophy cricket, quality cricket. But yeah, I read that today in the afternoon. So Bayern are 6 points ahead, man. They still got work to do though. They both only lost 2 times this whole season. But Leverkusen has more draws. Wow, that's interesting. Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern both lost. Munich both lost a game 3 matches ago, same week. You know, Shadab Jakati, we discussed this yesterday, right? Spin all-rounder, middle order. I think he played for CSK at one point of time. Was that a red? I thought so, LJ. Can't lie. I thought he definitely won the ball first. I don't think you can debate that. But I think what happens is the height in which he won the ball was not on the ground. So even after like clearing the ball, you obviously can't control your foot, right? If the ball's up here and you're supposed to keep your foot here to clear it, right? If this is the ground and the ball's here, you're going to put your foot here to clear it. No, you're not going to put it down here where the ball will go over your foot. What's the point? So where the height at which he cleared the ball was shin high, and it was definitely not. If I think it would be harsh, because he clearly won the ball, and then the follow through, because of the height of the ball, the follow through carried on to his foot, his shin. It would be harsh in the sense of it was not really have anything to do with McAllister, the tackle. But at the same time, it would, if he gave it a red, I don't think I would complain. However, the game would have been ruined. Did you see Beto skin those 3 people, dude? How crazy is that? I saw we were watching it, obviously, and I was like, 3-on-1, he's screwed. And then he literally passes all of them. I'm like, what? And then he tries to be too cute, man. Too cute. Just closes up his own angles, and then unfortunately, it would have been an extremely good goal. Even the offside disallowed goal, holding the player back and off balance to finish like that, was incredible. It's been a fun game today. The Merseyside derbies this year have actually been good. Drama in the first one, and now quite decently competitive in this one. Salah's header straight to Pickford, that could have... I'm not saying he should have scored that, but he could have, could have done something better, maybe forced them. Ferran Torres goes for Barca 5-4. Here we go. He was a good bowler. He was from Goa, and he was Jadeja before Jadeja was CSK, exactly. Yeah. Then you know how favoritism works, but in a country like India for cricket, it doesn't last very long if you have friends in high places. But yeah, he was good. Just kind of trying to keep a tab on the other games while we're waiting for the Merseyside derby to start. Ipswich down, second goal. Wow. Too little, too late for a touchdown, isn't it? Unfortunately. Too little, too late. 2-0. 61 minutes. The Copa del Rey, 32 minutes are up. 1-0. 5-4 aggregate for Barcelona. They got to play. Oh, wow. Barcelona's got to play Betis in the league next. I believe Betis is 5th, right? 6th. Oh, they have a game in hand, though. They've got a game in hand over Bilbao. They're 6 points behind Bilbao. Can you imagine? Oh, sorry, they're not 6 points behind Bilbao. They're 6 points. Yeah, they are 6 points behind Bilbao. Sorry, they're tied with Villarreal. Villarreal won their game last week. Oh God, what am I seeing? Villarreal has a game in hand. Apologies. Not Betis. Villarreal has a game in hand. Either way, though, can you imagine if they finish a Champions League positions? My God. Where's Jakarta and Albi Mokel? Yep. It's a good all-rounder as well. Isco suspended for that game. But Antonius is there, no? We have no fear. Why is there no Goa IPL team? Listen, Nitesh, I'll tell you the same answer someone else asked me. I just don't think we can fill it. I don't think we can fill up the stadium. It's a simple answer. We can barely fill up the stadiums for the ISL games. It's just not. It's on one side of Goa where people have to travel 2 hours just to get to the match. It's not very convenient. It's not centrally located, the stadium. Cricket stadium also. I mean, they could change venues. They could change the venues for cricket matches, but I don't think there's enough demand to make it consistent, so it will never happen, unfortunately. Goa is a very small state, and if they're gonna play at 7:30, a lot of people aren't done with work even at 7:30. Just not possible. Rashi scored again. Thoughts, Harsha? Honestly, he had that 30-goal season, and he had 2 seasons to continue the momentum. He didn't. He had 2 seasons under 2 coaches to continue the momentum, and he didn't. If Unai Emery is getting the best out of him, then it works out for us, dude. I don't want to sell Garnacho and Menu. I'd prefer selling Rashford and Anthony. So if they do well and we get a fee for them, it's great. I'm not going to complain, dude. There's no point, because it's like the Sancho thing again, right? Like everyone blamed Ten Hag because of Sancho. Now it's not working anywhere. Same thing as Rashford. It wasn't working here under Amorim and Ten Hag. He's got now what? He's got 11 starts, 4 assists, 3 goals. That's good for him, yeah. That's good for him. I mean, 2 of his 3 goals are at Preston. A championship side. He's played 10 games against Premier League opponents and he scored 1 goal. So, I mean, listen, man, if he does well, we just get money, It's a win-win for everyone. Rashford gets a fresh start. We get a fresh start. We don't have to worry about PSR because it's pure profit, whatever the money we'll get. We'll just move on, though. I was watching Elanga yesterday, Harsha, and I was thinking we sold Elanga and Daniel James for 15 million each, and then went and bought Anthony for 80. And Anthony Elanga has more goals and assists than all the current United wingers since he left United. Total GA, I think his total GA is more than either most of them or all of the wingers we've had since he left. So, I look at it like that. We sold Elanga for a steal, and now he's cooking, and now he's most likely to be playing European football next season. He went from 17th place to 3rd or 4th. Maybe they'll finish second, dude. Maybe Arsenal will drop off. Arsenal will drop off towards the end of the year. I don't know. But the point is, they played well yesterday without Aina went off in the first half. Wood was injured. And they still won the game. So, they just played incredibly well this season. And I don't know why we're talking about Forest. It was not relevant, but I'm just giving an example of people leave and they do well somewhere else, like Elanga. Elanga was brought up through by Ragnick. Ragnick's season was terrible, dude. Dressing room leaks. People fighting with each other, different cliques in the dressing room. It was horrible. And still Elanga, I thought Elanga played okay. Was he this player when we sold him? No. I think Nuno has done a fantastic job, helping him flourish. I think Nuno has done an incredible job. I was just saying that yesterday. I was like, I wonder what Spurs fans feel like. Because they didn't even bother giving Nuno a chance, who did well under Wolves, and they took him from Wolves. Then Wolves started struggling when they sold Nuno. Nuno went to Saudi, won a league title. Came back to Forest, survived, helped them survive after Steve Cooper got sacked. And now they're the 2nd, 3rd, 4th. They're going to probably finish in one of those positions. It's only 8 games left. Yeah. My point is that if Rashford is doing well elsewhere, he can sell him and he can enjoy himself. Is there any international level cricket team go? The thing is, dude, I don't know. I don't think there is one because we don't do international matches here. So my answer is just going to be no. Do we have the space and the facilities to do it? Yes, but we don't have we cannot attract enough people to come watch a game here, dude. There's nothing much to do here if you're just going to come watch a IPL game and take a flight or a train back home. It's not enough incentive to invest in this infrastructure, unfortunately. So it's very unlikely. What a ball! What a save by Pickford. Great 1-2 there by Liverpool. Milan's currently beating Inter. Wow, Milan beating Inter means Napoli can still catch up with them. Tammy scored. Imagine Nuno wins FA Cup. God bless Expressions then. Yeah, but what's this funny thing, Aditya? Expression basically said he's not mad that they sold Nuno. He's saying when we sacked Nuno, he deserved to be sacked. I'm like, I don't see, man. I don't want to make fun of Spurs because it doesn't really do anything for me. Like comparing my team to Spurs, I mean, we're still better than Spurs, dude. Can you imagine? We are currently still better than Spurs. My issue is I don't know where Spurs have all this ambition from when they don't perform in any facet. Like I'm not trying to make fun of Spurs or anything. I'm like, they don't perform in any facet and they are showing ambition by sacking these many coaches, which is crazy. I think since 2000 there was something crazy I heard Abby say. I don't know if it is true or not, but I heard Abby say like from the year 2000 Spurs have had 16 coaches or something like that, some crazy stat like that. And I was like, what? Can you imagine, dude? Can you imagine? Spurs just keep sacking managers because it doesn't match their ambitions. But what is their ambition? That's the thing. The coach that has given them their best ever seasons was sacked. They have not reached that high yet by any other coach. No matter what coach they have bought, no one is able to repeat what Poch has done. They sacked Poch too. So I don't really know what their ambition is. I can't really understand what Spurs is trying to do. Now people are saying if they get knocked out by Frankfurt, good clearance there by Jake O'Brien. Sorry, Branthwaite. I don't know what if they lose to Frankfurt. Apparently, everyone's saying just sack him, but like I don't understand what is the ambition levels. Because if they were a really ambitious club, some people would say they should have already sacked Ange because they're 14th right now. But they haven't sacked Ange because there's nothing else to play for now. They are not going to get Europe. The only way they can get Europe is the same way we can get Europe, as if we win the Europa League. So apparently, as soon as they get knocked out of the Europa League, if they get knocked out of the Europa League, they're just going to sack Ange. Everton's on the counter here. 3-on-2. 3-on-2. Slip in Beto. No! No, Harrison, man. You're supposed to slip him in on your left. Oh, he's trying to slip him in on his right, dude. That's crazy. They sacked Mourinho before, exactly. Like, I just don't understand how does this show quote unquote ambition, dude? Changing the manager so many times, like I don't get it, honestly. Somebody's on the oof. It's Everton players on the ground. Who's that, Mikolenko? They need a break. Spurs' ambition is to help other teams to win the Prem and not Arsenal. Oh, the ball. He got hurt by the ball. That's interesting. Mikolenko got hurt by the ball. Harrison, what was that, man? How was he supposed to get it? He should have at least passed behind. Why did he try passing to Beto? Big mistake. Hey, Football Crease, Spurs have a better chance than United, to be honest, in Europe. But that doesn't really matter, does it? We are talking about their ambitions in general, Abdullah. We're talking about they have sacked 20 managers. They've gone through 20 managers since 2000. Like some crazy thing, like some 16 managers since 2000. It's some crazy number. And I don't think Frankfurt's going to be as easy as people think. Don't be surprised if Frankfurt hammer them. Because I won't. I definitely will not be surprised. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, they've had like 16 to 18 managers if you count interim and caretakers. If you count interim and caretakers, they've had about 20 managers since 2001. Bro, that's incredible. That's incredible. Check. Oh, I just saw the stats. 44 minutes. Stats. 1 shot, none on target for Atletico. 9 shots, 2 on target for Barcelona. 68% possession, 88% pass accuracy. 263 completed passes. Atletico 119. Surprisingly, Atletico have less fouls, but they have more yellow cards. 2 corners each. They have less fouls but more yellow cards. That is such an Atletico Madrid thing. That is such an Atletico Madrid thing. Yeah, Liverpool scored. I think Bilbao are the favourites currently. Bilbao are the favourites. United are third. It's Bilbao, Lazio, United, and then Spurs, I think, based on odds. Liverpool finally broke through. Wait, what? Wait, that's off. No, that doesn't count as offside, I guess. Oh, he actually should have left him. If he left that ball, it would have been offside. They're probably going to check that, aren't they? Oh my god, that was crazy ball control there by Jota, because the ball looked like it was going away from him 2-3 times. Frankfurt are no easy team. I saw them knock Ajax. Exactly. Frankfurt. See, it doesn't matter what the odds are. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand how Spurs work, dude. It's absolutely absurd. Between interim caretaker and permanent managers, they have 20 plus managers in 23 years. That's... How is a team supposed to... I don't know, man. How is the team? How is the team supposed to... I don't know, settle down? No wonder their best years were with Poch. Because Poch, I think, had the longest amount of stability. And I think David Moyes is finally going to lose a game. David Moyes is finally going to lose a game after joining in mid January. How you been since last night? Pratham, honestly, it's just been a while since I watched football, man. I towards the end of the game, I was getting frustrated again. But if I'm being honest with you, I have been not keeping well, dude. So I'm just trying to keep my stress levels low, honestly. 68% possession, 23 shots, 6 on target. Nottingham Forest, 8 shots, 2 on target, 1 was a goal. We just have to convert. You know what it is, Pratham? Honestly, even though we play horrible, if we just figured out how to convert the shots we had, I think we'd still win majority of these games, even after playing horrible football. I think that's what's really frustrating. Even after playing horrible football, I think we would have won a lot of these games this season. If you just go by total shots and possession stats. But, we just can't seem to convert our chances, man. It's really... I don't know what Amram's going to do, man. Everyone's saying we have to buy a new striker. We have 100 million worth of striker in the club that we cannot sell. I don't know how it's supposed to be managed, honestly. It's tough. Didn't Frankfurt win a few seasons ago again, Europa League, when they beat Barca? If I'm not mistaken, they didn't win, but I think they went to the semi-finals, if I remember correctly. Frankfurt are literally Europa League champions 2 seasons ago. Oh, did they actually win that season? I don't even remember. Like I said, man. I don't. If you go by odds, we are third. We're not first anyway. I don't know where Frankfurt are actually. That's interesting. There's only 8 teams. We are third. Spurs are fourth. I mean, listen, man. What does it all really mean? It means nothing. It means nothing. Both us and Spurs could get hammered by Lyon and Frankfurt in a week. Odds and all really mean nothing. At the end of the day, you still have to win. You still have to go through. Odds are great and all if you're a better, but at the end of the day, the ball can bounce off someone's ass and go in as an own goal and we can get knocked out of the tournament. So it doesn't really mean anything. I don't, honestly, based on our league form, I don't even know how we are third favorites in the betting odds. I don't even know how, but we are. If you told me, Nathan, we are third favorites in the Europa League right now, I'd laugh at you. I wouldn't understand. Maguire playing CF for 10 minutes, having more XG than Rasmus in 15 games, just suggests a struggle and add to that. Ghana had most shots this day out of both teams, none on target, yeah. But one frustration I'll have, Pratham, I don't know what happened to Dogu yesterday, but he was barely whipping crosses in, man. I thought Dalot actually had a good game in relativity. He's been very poor recently. He actually wasn't bad. I thought Mazraoui was struggling at left centre back, which I told you, Pratham. I don't think Mazraoui can play both sides of the pitch. That is why he keeps picking Dalot to play left back all this time before we bought Dogu. It's very obvious to me that Mazraoui can't play both sides. Everyone was telling us he can play both sides of the pitch, left back, right back. I'll tell you what, man. You can love Dallo, you can hate Dallo, but Dallo's utility is very obvious. I've watched Mazraoui play left back once the whole season. Once. Before Dogu, maybe twice, before we even bought Dogu. Amarim doesn't even switch if Dallo is struggling. He'll still keep Dallo on the left. And I've seen Mazraoui, I think, play twice at left centre back. And as you saw yesterday, he started left centre back. They pushed him to right centre back in the second half. He definitely cannot play both sides. And Dallo's utility is has been made very clear to me. Whether you like him or not, I'm not going to really argue about that. That is completely fine if you don't like him. But in terms of the utility sense, I think, I don't want to say Mazraoui's been exposed, but we have been fooled and now we know better. Mazraoui definitely cannot play both sides of the defense. So at least we learned that. Regarding your Maguire comment, Pratham, I don't know about you, but I felt the crosses were coming in a lot more when Maguire came on the pitch, and I don't really understand why the crosses weren't coming in when Højlund was in the box for the first 70 minutes. I just don't get it. Jota got booked. They're taking yellow cards pointlessly. Yeah. Beto was a pointless yellow card. Jota is a pointless yellow card. Really stupid. Yeah, they're just losing their cool for no reason. Asensio's balling, man. 2-0 Villa. Asensio and Rashford, man, they're planning a renaissance for their career, dude. Good luck to them. Fair play. Asensio was always a good player. He was put under too much pressure, but man, he got next up for Ronaldo, Ronaldo's protege. It was just too much pressure for him. Like, I remember a lot of people saying he's like Ronaldo's protege. I hope people just realize that shit's never going to happen again, man. There's never going to be another Ronaldo Messi consistency like that. People just need to acknowledge it and move on. People now are saying Haaland Mbappe is the new Messi Ronaldo. Bro, they are absolutely not. And PSG is actually proof of that. The fact that PSG is winning Liga by better margins without Messi, Neymar and Mbappe just prove it. Messi and Ronaldo were game changers, dude, in their team for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years. Mbappe and Haaland are not the next Neymar and Messi and Ronaldo, man. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. They're fantastic players on their day, but the consistency will never be the same, bro. It'll just never be the same. We have seen two of the most consistent sports people we'll ever see in our life, and they played at the same time, and a lot of their career was intertwined with each other. It's incredible. You'll not see anything like that again. Trust me. The consistency levels will never be met ever again. Mark my words. It doesn't matter who your players are, Yamal, Goulet, whatever, pick a player. Try to make the next Messi, Ronaldo after this one. It's the consistency will never, ever, ever be the same. You have to just come to that conclusion and move on. They won against Rangers in the finals and then lost the UEFA Super Cup against us 2-0. Okay. All right. That was the year they won it. Okay. Rangers, huh? Fucking hell, Rangers is shit, dude. We played Rangers in our first preseason friendly. We played with half of the kids and they beat us in extra time in Norway. In extra time, bro. They finally won the game 1-0. Oh, Rangers have really dropped off in 2 years, haven't they? My boy Marco Asensio scores, yes. Mazraoui has a good left foot, but Dallo's more flexible, exactly. The one time they started in positions, otherwise snoring, switch them back immediately in second. Bro, I'm telling you, he cannot play left side. I'll tell you what, Pratham, whatever you think about Dallo, I have officially recognized his utility is what people pick for. Ten Hag picked him the entire season at left back too. When Malacia and Shaw were injured and they were both the right backs, Dallo and Wan-Bissaka. He picked him. He would put Amrabat. He would not put the other right back on the team. I've honestly, I appreciate it, man. Listen, I'm not going to pretend like he's some world class right back, left back, whatever you want to call it. But I really appreciate it. When we in the last 2 seasons, Pratham, we have been so injured. We have been so injured that Bruno, Dallo, I think Bruno and Dallo have been our most fit players in the last 2 years. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Bruno, Dallo. I mean, if you want to count the goalkeeper, Onana, I think Bruno, Dallo, and Onana have been the most fit players in the team. I think Bruno and Dallo have played the most games since the beginning of last season. Like there is something to be said, dude. Especially when your team is injury ravaged. Last year we had over 60 injuries throughout the season. I don't think Dallo got a single game off last season. This season he got some games off when Dogu played and Mazraoui played. He got some time off when Ahmad was playing wing back. But last season though, he didn't get any games. He didn't get any games off. Bruno, no games off. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate after the way we have been injured last 2 seasons. I really appreciate it, I have to say. Harrison off for Ndiaye. I think Ndiaye is come on. Yes, Ndiaye is come on. On NDIA, I don't know how you say that name. Not pressure. Marco Asensio had a bad knee injury. Before that, he was so good. I think Marco Asensio was always good, but I felt like the pressure of being Ronaldo's protege was like, it was pressure, man. I mean, you can't put pressure like this on people, dude. It's not realistic. These people have already, remember a couple of years back, Aditya, people already started. Haaland and Mbappe are the next Messi and Ronaldo. For the next 10 years, they're going to go at it. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Come on. Like, people don't, you know what, Aditya? It's like I have said regarding the De Gea thing. It's like you don't know what you have till it's gone. You really don't understand what you have till it's gone. The fact that people think this is the next version of Messi and Ronaldo, people don't understand that consistency cannot be matched. It just cannot be matched. And notice one thing, I never said they are some of the most consistent footballers we've ever seen. I've said they might be the most consistent sports persons I have seen in the last 15 years. I said sports persons. I didn't even just say football. I said sports persons. Like the level of athleticism, the level of performance. They could be two of the best sports persons in the last 15 years. But yeah. Then it is the player thing, or they just trust Harry more with the crosses than Rasmus. Also, Bruno was back crossing the ball from all positions. Yes, absolutely aimless. Yeah, dude. I mean, Bruno was trying to create chances from deep. Dogu didn't cross. I don't know what happened to Dogu yesterday, man. I was a little shocked at Dogu, Pratham. I was really taken aback at the fact that Dogu wasn't crossing as much. I just... And the passes, man, Eriksen's passes to Dogu. 3 different occasions we almost got caught on the counter. I mean, I don't know what Eriksen did, man. Eriksen came off the bench and was hitting sloppy open passes. He wasn't putting enough power behind the passes. I think twice we got countered, and one time Dogu managed to recover it. Like, I don't know. I have no idea what Eriksen was doing yesterday, man. Eriksen was fresh and he still looked like he was in slow motion. Like, I feel so bad for Eriksen, dude. Eriksen has had a tough time recently, right? Health-wise. You can clearly see that he is a talented player still. But, bro, this is really not the league for him. Because he looks like he's in slow motion, Pratham. I don't know how you feel, but yesterday he came off fresh than everybody and he just looked so slow. He looks so... I saw a crazy clip, Pratham. I don't know if you're on Twitter and you partake in the social media, but dude, there was this crazy thing when Bruno took on Eriksen. And Bruno looked like Usain Bolt, dude. I'm not even exaggerating. Just go look for the clip. Bruno v Eriksen clip, bro. He ran around Eriksen so far. Dude, I don't think I've even watched Bruno run that fast in my life. He ran so fast past Eriksen. And it just reminded me how slow Eriksen really is. He ran so fast past Eriksen that Eriksen had to hit a foul from him on behind, bro. Now understand something. These people are teammates. In 3 days, they're going to come back and play here at Forest, right? And Eriksen's hitting a tackle from behind on Bruno. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I actually, you know what? I got so mad when I saw the tackle because then I realized that's our own player, bro. I was shocked. When you see the tackle Eriksen hits on Bruno after Bruno runs past him, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I actually got mad. I'm like, are you fucking crazy, dude? You're injuring our players when we have games to go. It was such a shitty tackle, dude. I couldn't believe it. In the Nations League, yeah. Did you see the clip, Aditya? It was mad. Bruno looked like he was a fucking 100-meter sprinter, dude. He just ran past him. I've never seen Bruno move that fast for anything, dude. Even when he's fresh. Eriksen is so slow, dude. The way you know Eriksen is slow is because how? It is because how, bro? It's how fast he ran past him. That's how you know Eriksen is slow, dude. It was incredible. I couldn't believe it. And the fucker hits Bruno from behind. Bro, he fucking tackles him from behind and I lose it. I absolutely lose it, dude. I'm like, are you fucking stupid? I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Can you imagine our own players are tackling each other like that for a fucking Nations League game? I was mad, dude. I actually lost it. I actually lost it, bro. Like, I couldn't believe he would try that fucking tackle on him in a shitty Nations League match, dude. It was incredible. You saw that clip on X, bro. I swear I didn't think Bruno could run that fast. I'm not even being dramatic. I just realized how slow Eriksen is in that clip. Now, granted, Bruno has become slower because I have seen clips of him in Sporting doing madness with quite quickly, like mad dribbling skills quickly. He's gotten older, he's gotten slower, that's fine. But fucking hell, how slow is Eriksen, dude? Oh my god. Oh my god. And yesterday he comes off the pitch at 70 minutes and he's just moving in slow motion. The passes are sloppy. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What are you if you don't want to play football, just retire, bro. Like what is this? You're giving the ball away, they're hitting us on the counter. Nottingham Forest is looking so dangerous on the counter. They're just giving him the ball. They're just giving them the ball, dude. It was so frustrating. Man City 90 plus 4 2-0. Aston Villa 2-0 90 plus 4. Crystal Palace pull one back at 1-1 against Southampton 90 plus 4. Bournemouth pulls one back against Ipswich 90 plus 4. Brentford pulls in another goal back. Brian Mbeumo penalty at 66 minutes. Damn, unlucky. They had plenty of time to draw with Newcastle. But it looks like Newcastle will beat Brentford. Ipswich will beat Bournemouth. Crystal Palace will draw with Southampton. Brighton will... Bro, literally the 5 teams above us in the table lost today. Literally, the 5 teams above us in the table lost today. And we couldn't win our game. This week we are going to remember this week, guys. Trust me, we are going to remember this week for a while. We could have caught up with 5 teams above us. We just needed a result yesterday. It's incredible. From 8 to 12, all teams lost their games this week. That's the kind of luck United has these days, man. That's the kind of luck United has these days. Nathan, we won and United lost means football won. That thing is happening, dude. Surely you didn't watch France-Croatia game or Italy-Germany game. Fouls were flying. The funniest one was the Mbappe dived in the box on Modric. Bro, that is some criminal level shit, dude. Like when you try that bullshit against your own teammates that you play domestic football with. No, that is some real sus shit, dude. That is some real sus shit. Like, when I saw Eriksen take out Bruno, I was furious, dude. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, really? I actually lost it. I was screaming at my, I actually screamed at my TV. My mom was like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Nothing. I'm just watching two idiots play football here." I just screamed. Bro, he does. Speechless. Really speechless. What happened? That bit of play. Very disappointing in a weird way, bro. Honestly. Ashley Young coming on. Armando Broja coming on. I was in a pub with my friends today and asked them this question. Leads to a good argument with my fellow United fans. Same question for you. Which PL team does Garnacho start for? Which PL team Garnacho starts for? He definitely starts for... I think he starts for Spurs, man. Spurs don't have a left winger. They keep moving all their players around. They don't have like proper wingers. And Son, I think, is better suited playing up front now. He's lost all his pace. I think he could start for Spurs. He can definitely start for Ipswich, Southampton, and Leicester. I mean, that's 4 teams. I think he's better. Who did Everton start with today? I think he can play for Everton. He can definitely play for Everton. Let me just see. Just see. Carlos Alcaraz. Yeah, he's better. He's better than Everton's wingers, man. Listen, you don't have to like him. He's definitely better than Everton's wingers. Spurs. What is that? West Ham. He probably start for West Ham too. Who's playing on West Ham's wing? That's Bowen's on the right wing. Who's playing on the left wing? Let me see who started yesterday for West Ham. LG. What the fuck's LG? Luis Guilherme. Bro. Garnacho can play for a few teams in the Premier League, dude. I'm telling you. There are some teams with terrible players in that squad for sure. He can play Southampton, Leicester, Ipswich. He can play Wolves even. Who plays on the left wing at Wolves? Who's that? Oh, they don't play wingers. Ryan Nouri plays Bellegarde, Munetsi. He could replace Munetsi for sure. Marshall Munetsi from Zimbabwe. They play with 2 10s or whatever, 2 attacking mids or whatever, however you want to explain that formation. He can definitely play for at least 6-7 teams, bro. Did you watch when Modric ran into Mbappe? Mbappe was laughing, bro. Like, I don't like when that shit happens. I really don't. It reminds me of what happened between Rooney and Ronaldo. It's just, yeah, I'm not personally a big fan, if I'm being honest. All right, so he can play for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams. They just don't have good enough wingers, honestly. Then United's at 13. Crystal Palace. What's their lineup? Let's see. Eze and Sa. I think Eze and Sa at the moment are better. But Eze is also 20. I think they're both 26 years old. Garnacho's 20. But I don't think at this point of time he can replace Sa or Eze. Brentford, I don't think so. 90 plus 8 minutes. This game's still going on. Who's Brentford playing? Brentford's playing Shard, Yarmolenko, and Mbeumo. I mean, he could replace Kevin Shard, but I don't necessarily think he's that much better at the moment than Kevin Shard. I don't think he replaces anyone in Bournemouth. I think he definitely can replace someone in Fulham, for sure. Who does Fulham play? Hold on a minute. Give me a second. Who did Fulham play yesterday? They played Arsenal. Smith Rowe and Adama. I mean, Adama is just an oil merchant, bro. Let's be honest. Ghana is not better than Eze, dude. But Eze is also 26 years old. I said not Crystal Palace. I said not Crystal Palace. Not Crystal Palace and Brentford. So I would say 7-8 teams he could play for. Southampton, Leicester, Ipswich, Wolves, West Ham, Everton, Spurs. They don't have even a left winger really. Not Crystal Palace, not Brentford. Fulham, I think he can replace Adama. Dude, Adama is just he's not. You can't say he's not good because he's obviously plays professional football, but I think Garnacho is a better footballer than him. Not in Bournemouth, not Brentford, not Crystal Palace. I would say 8 teams. I don't think he replaces anyone in Brighton and Aston Villa. Chelsea do want him. So maybe you could get in Chelsea. I would say 7-8 teams, Pratham, but it doesn't really matter. Honestly, if you were given one choice, you had to sell one. Forget system, just player quality and ability. Would you sell Ghana or Meno? Garnacho. But you know what's the funny thing, Pratham? We'd get more money for Menu. That's the real problem. Even if you forget system, we'd still get more money for Menu, but I would sell Garnacho. Because I feel like Menu could... See, I don't know if you agree with me, Pratham, but irrespective of the system, like you said, forget system, right? Irrespective of the system, every system requires midfielders, no matter what. But not every system requires wingers. So Kobe Menu will be more utilitarian based on where he plays football. And I think he's actually worth more money. So I would sell Garnacho, yes. I think it's time for a change. Time for Ancelotti to move on to the Brazil national. He should have gone last year, dude. You know, another thing I've realized about football, Aditya, when you're on top, no, leave. If leave in the sense of if you're looking for a change, leave when you're on top. I think if Salah, Van Dijk and Trent all leave this season, I think it's a perfect time to go. Because next season you don't know what it's going to be like. I think if they're going to leave this season, it's the best time. Trent's leaving. Salah and Van Dijk could leave. Next season, Alisson's contract runs out, so Alisson could be leaving. Like in the next couple of years, you know, Liverpool is going to look quite different. Anyway, that's not what you asked, but yeah. Diaz off for Gakpo. But I would say he should have probably left last year when they won Champions League. This year Real Madrid might only have an opportunity to win Champions League. Because I think Barcelona eventually will win the league. It'll be tight, but I think Barcelona might claim it this year. So, no. Oh my God, Pickford. What was that back pass? To Pickford? Crazy. You've seen some good young players, but either they fall or regress at the club or move on to other clubs and do decently. What do you think is our failure in proper development or pressure? I actually think it's both, Pratham, because for example, let's use Elanga as the excuse, right? Elanga was brought in at a really, really tough time. We had the Greenwood situation. We had a bunch of situations. And Elanga was brought up to the team. It was brought up to the team at that time. And, you know, there was so much dressing room issues and arguments between this team and that team. Hey, wait, what happened there? McAllister literally rolled Darwin Nunez onto the pitch. What's happening here? Oh, it's a little bit of shithousery there by Liverpool. I mean, look at that, dude. Look at that. He rolls out and then rolls back in. Come on, man. Stop that. They move him in and move him out. You just saw them move in. I think it's pressure, and I also don't think we try to develop the players. We just don't have the patience for them. And the thing is, and the thing is, a lot of United fans go, we don't have time to, we don't have like the time to develop players because we are trying to, make up ground because we have been poorly run in the last 10 years. So, there's that excuse. I think it's definitely pressure, man. I think there's pressure, and we definitely don't try to develop them. We don't gradually bring anyone into the team. Like let's take Menu and Garnacho for example. Menu and Garnacho, once they started playing, they were playing regularly. Whereas someone like Phil Foden, he was brought in gradually into the team, very very gradually in the team. Our players, we just put them in. We bought Luke Shaw at 19. We started playing him straight away at 19 years old. We bought Menu, started playing him straight away. We bought Rooney, started playing him straight away. We bought Garnacho, basically started playing him straight away. I mean, we don't let anyone. We don't have the depth to even allow people to progress slowly. It's really. It is pressure. It is pressure. It's also how people play against us, man. People don't give us the kind of space they do for other teams. The best example was Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard went on loan to West Ham. In this first month, he won Premier League Player of the Month. Because in West Ham, they were giving him so much space to express himself, and he's a very creative footballer in terms of how he wants to play football. In his first month, he won Premier League Player of the Month. He went from someone who we didn't want in the team at all to being Premier League Player of the Month. Bring him in back for a year and then just let him go for free. We wasted a year of his life. He could have just gone and done something else that year. He could have just re-signed with West Ham, but he didn't want to sign with West Ham. But that was his loss then. Everton trying to score there? No. Offside. So, people allow our players to have much more space on the ball when they play for other team. I think Rashford has much more time on the ball than he does now, than he did with United. So it's how people play with us, even against us. That also can go in our favor. Against our favor. 6 minutes extra time, by the way. As of now, we're in the Champions League quarterfinal and the Copa del Rey final, 3 points behind Barca. So yeah, a lot to play for at the moment. You know what? I actually don't believe Liverpool are that great this season as their fans make out to be. It's just that Man City and Arsenal decided to be shit. Real test for slot would be next year. I agree. I think at some point of time, Man City fell off and Arsenal didn't fall off, but Arsenal just couldn't keep up. But yeah, it's still a good achievement, man, for an opening season. You still have to win your games, dude. Whether everyone else is winning their games or not is irrelevant. You still got to win your own games. So I think there's something to say about that. Surely that was the foul. I wish I had the fucking money to buy United. Yeah, you and about 50 million people. Branthwaite taking the ball, dangerous. Oh my god, that was a dangerous pass. Back into play for Branthwaite. 2-on-1 there with Liverpool players attacking him. God, that could have gone horribly wrong. Ball comes through. Oh, couldn't keep it in play. Everton are still trying to push, man. David Moyes still hasn't lost yet. Still few minutes left to keep that record intact. Can you imagine? Still hasn't lost yet a game. He came in mid-Jan. Salah being subbed off. There goes my FPL captain. Unlucky, as usual. The FPL is not FPL this week again. Another week. Successful un-FPL. Keller is doing his best impression of wasting time. 3.5 minutes. "60 minutes, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona. Barcelona still winning 1-0. Ferran Torres with a lone goal so far at the train station. Man, Everton are trying, man. Everton are trying. You have to give it to them. Everton are definitely trying to. This was the similar thing at what do you call the ground? Oh, that was a great tackle. That was a great clearance there. I think that was Endo. That was a great clearance there by it's Jones. Was going straight to an Everton player behind him. Great block there by Jones. Oof. Good morning, Joshua. How have you been? Don't know about you, but I feel classic striker and proper wingers have diminished from the game. What's your take? I couldn't agree with you more, Pratham. In fact, I remember saying this. I remember saying this at the Euros 2021, where I was watching the Euros and I sat there I was doing a watch along on my friend's channel at the time. And I was telling them that I'm watching all the top European countries play football here in this tournament, and I've realized there is a great lack of great strikers nowadays. So I couldn't agree with you more, dude. I felt that way when, that was the year that England went to the final. I feel like from that year, I've not seen the same quality strikers, man. The thing about Europe is most of the good quality strikers in Europe are European. So, the Euros is a really great way to see all the best strikers possible, in the world. And I just felt like, I don't know, I couldn't agree with you more, but I felt this way ages ago. Ooh, Pickford's coming on top. 60 seconds left. But I have to agree, Pratham, yeah. I felt that way in 2021. I don't think a lot has changed, really. Oh my God, can you imagine if Pickford scores this goal? Young with a cross. Oh. What happened? Foul. Oh, Keller is on the ground. Joshua, what's happening, man? Are you still... What's happening? Are you working still? Are you still doing exams? Like, what's happening? David Moyes finally looks like he's gonna lose a game, man. Took him 2 months. In terms of the proper wingers, Pratham, I think the way people play football now has diminished the proper wingers. But yeah, I think of the way most teams play now, proper winger quality has been compromised because of that. Ooh, attempt from distance by Darwin. Busy with exams, training and interviews. How does it actually work, Joshua? Like, do you have like, is there like a time when you decide you can start, or like how does it work? Do they wait for like people to resign, or like do they just hire pilots? There's no such thing as a shortage of pilots. How does it work? Right, because you have spent quite a few months now studying for exams, right? So like, how does it work? Is there like some kind of internal rotation that occurs with pilots, or like how do you I don't know how to ask this question, but I am curious. Gerard, please, with another tight win, man. Tell you what, the Merseyside derbies this year have been at least competitive. 1-1 and 1-0. what was I gonna ask you? Like how does it work? It's like, is there, each airline has like a fixed roster, or like they just hire because you can never have enough pilots, or like how does it work? Yeah, Liverpool wins the Merseyside. Last Merseyside derby, where Anfield and Goodison Park are the stadiums. It depends on the plane orders and rostering. Okay, got it. Airline expansion plans. All right. So is it a case where you kind of are answering these exams because you're kind of waiting for an opening to happen, basically, because the seats are limited, the availability is limited. So in the meantime, you're just answering exams to like upgrade your own skills. Beto was really unlucky today, man. Two really good chances. That's how it is sometimes. They'll be credited with no shots on target, but they definitely had two of the better chances. 66 minutes and Barcelona still leading. Anyway, guys, it's full time here in Merseyside. I shall be taking a leave. Excuse me. I shall be taking a leave. And I'll see you on the weekend for the next matches. I'm already in the pipeline with a few companies. Been waiting for 8 months for a final call with one company. Meanwhile, I've been busy with upgrade. Okay, got it. 8 months, right? Yeah, because I remember you telling me sometime last year that you've been looking for a spot. But yeah, no problem, Joshua. Thank you guys for watching. I shall see you on the weekend. I have no idea what games I'm doing, but I'll put a post up for the weekend games. Take care, good night, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.